Hello, Aries. Amyenergy here with your weekly tarot message. If you have not, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I make a new video. If you want to book a personal, you can do so on my website, amyenergy.online. Okay, with this being a general reading, please do use your own intuition. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Watch for your sun, moon, and rising sign. Okay. Oh, let's move these up a little. Thank you, Aries, for bearing with me while I get my spread going here so you can see it. We need you to be able to see the cards. That's why I got this new setup for you with the purple. Okay, well, the adjustment card over your reading here, Aries. So we could be really trying to balance out some situations within our life this week. We'll see how it plays out, okay? Make sure you do follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm at amyenergy on Instagram, at amyenergy3 on TikTok. I'm going to be going live there, so you won't want to miss out on that, Aries. Live on TikTok, that is. All right, your current energy, current environment here. We have the Two of Wands, okay? So, again, kind of trying to balance something out here. With the Two of Wands, it's kind of balancing out the future and the past. We could feel stuck in a situation. Okay, stuck to the past in some ways here. All right, so we're really in between a rock and a hard place because we are sort of bound. We have a very deep connection here, maybe. Okay, this could be us feeling stuck in a relationship, stuck to a job, stuck in our situation in general. The Knight of Wands is that desire to break free, to move forward. Okay. Let's look at our challenge. Queen of Discs. Okay, so our challenge could be could be financial. It could be, the fact that we require a certain level of comfort. Okay, Eight of Wands coming out with the Nine of Pentacles. So yes, I definitely feel like where we're at right now, we don't necessarily have the motivation that we need to get to where we want to go. With the Eight of Wands, there's a lot of energy that we would need to exert, into a lot of places to kind of pull something off. So I feel like the challenge is that we're kind of wanting to stay comfortable. If we're comfortable in a situation, we're wanting to stay in that. Okay, where we need to focus on integration. Okay, so you've learned a lot about yourself lately, Aries. Okay, so now we have to integrate those things into our life. We have to process this new information with the Four of Swords. And we have to allow this new information to kind of flow through us here with the art card. This is the Alchemist, and I definitely don't recommend manifesting because this week we are getting into eclipse season. Okay, but this isn't manifesting anything new. It's just integrating what already exists, right? And allowing it to shine through you in a way that just makes you be able to show up more in your day-to-day life and feel more confident, okay? Oh, interesting here. So I feel like we have the Eight of Wands coming out here in our past, and we also had it in our challenge. Okay, so this could be a lot of actions that we're taking. It could have something to do with our past, our current challenge. Let's see how it works out. Okay, so yeah, we could be a bit afraid to do something. Maybe we've tried to do something before and it didn't work out, or it was very exhausting for us. Maybe that was just simply like having a job. Like we had a job in the past and that really was exhausting. Okay, so that could be definitely a challenge here. And it could be that we want to work for ourselves. We don't want to work for somebody else, right? We've done that in the past. In the past, we've worked for someone else. And what does that leave us with? Like someone else putting all their burdens on us and then us just, still having to like be focused on our resources, right? With the 8 of Pentacles, that's what I really think of is I think of, you know, having to always be focused on your money. Like you don't have enough money to just like look toward the future and forget about it. Um, so that can be like paycheck to paycheck. Whereas maybe you want to start your own business. You want to be your own boss. Okay, what you have going for you, you have a beautiful spirit here, Aries. Okay, you actually like have the ability to just exude happiness to other people. I'm not saying that you're happy all the time because none of us are, but I feel like you are a very vibrant and beautiful spirit. And the Six of Wands here, also with the Empress. So, you are a very loving, vibrant, beautiful soul. I feel like you're always winning, even when you don't realize that you're winning. Like when other people see you, they always like feel your energy as victorious. So, that's a really nice energy because I do feel like just the way that you flow in your earthly world, it makes people like want to know you. It makes people want what you have. Okay. So that's like always a really good thing to have going for us. Um, Here in our potential future, we have the Four of Wands completion here. Okay. So I feel like we're really going to be getting to a more stable place. This is Venus in Aries. So you could have Venus in Aries, or maybe you just have the Sun in Aries, or whatever placements you have there. I just feel like, we are going to be finding a really safe outlet for all of our passion, all of this vibrant energy we have, right? Oh, wow. There's that 8 of Pentacles again with the 6 of Swords, though. Okay, so we are, even if we do have to go and get like a mundane job for money, because for whatever reason we do have to focus on resources right now, right? Even though this is completion, it's only a 4, right? So we know true completion isn't going to come until the 10, but we have the foundation, and that is like key, right? So I definitely feel with the 6 coming out here, it's like once you understand this, you do move to the 10 though. Like once you understand how to channel your passion in this, like I don't want to say in a box, because of course like I never want to tell someone to like keep themselves in a box. But that's not what I mean. Like this is like a beautiful box. This is like a magical box, right? You built this box. It's not designed to keep you from growing. It's designed to just keep you safe while you're growing, right? It's like interesting, right? And then so it's almost like if we the work we do is going to be for that. It's going to be for what we're building. Okay. Now, the suggested approach here is believe in yourself, right? The 7 of Wands is here. So we are overcoming a challenge, right? And I feel like it's interesting because we have the 6 of Wands here, right? So it's not like I love our energy, what we have going for us, but it's almost like, yes, we have that going for us, that we come off like very vibrant and beautiful, okay? Um, and with the 6 of Wands, like we come off as victorious, right? And because we are victorious in our spirit is victorious, our spirit is aligned. So our spirit, like the sun, like I'm feeling this is like the light inside of you is aligned. It's like in this at a 6. right? Where it's like just really understanding and really aligned. But the suggested approach here is the 7. It's like, it's kind of asking you to get dirty a little bit, like not like dirty, like, I don't mean like doing someone dirty. I mean like getting a little, like maybe even a little loud, like just declaring yourself, right? 6 of Swords coming out again, okay? And the 5 of Swords, okay? So there's a need for protection here, Aries. A real need for you to protect yourself and defend yourself, okay? Because everybody wants a piece of you, right? Like we want to shine this bright. We want to attract people. Okay, we have that vibrant energy for a reason, but also you don't want to attract the wrong people with the 5 of Swords. Okay, so we may have to kind of move on from some of the people that are currently in our life, in our environment. They're bringing us down. What do they say? Like you're the sum of the 3 people you spend the most time with. Think about that. I don't necessarily believe that to be true. It's just kind of I think it's a fun thing to think about, right? Because I do think that, there can be some truth to that. And, we got 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we got to understand the situation, right? Well, this is where we're understanding it in the 6 of Swords. We have to understand that we need to move on from this. This is not helping us. This is a conflict that we do not need. And we have to really protect our energy just from people like this in general. All right. This is someone who's willing to win at all cost. That's not who you are. You are here trying to do your job, what you came here to do. You're not trying to take from anybody else. You're not trying to do that. That's what I'm feeling. It is a general reading. Okay. All right. Now we have the Lust card coming out here. So we absolutely love this energy. This is what you need to know. What you need to know, like, look at you. You are sexy, Aries. Okay. And the 3 of Wands coming out. Okay. So also the 9 with the Hermit. So Aries, right now, you need to really open up your mind to the possibilities. Okay. Now, both of these cards do suggest that we need to stay grounded with where we are currently. Okay. But also be thinking about your future, really be meditating upon that with the Hermit. Think about where you've been, think about where you want to be. And, it's very interesting with the Lust card, that's the 8. With a 3, that's an 11, right? So this is very illuminating. But the 9 in the Hermit, that's very like internal. So, if the Hermit also shines his light for others, but I'm almost feeling like this is you like getting the answers from within to shine the light for yourself in this moment. Right? I'm not saying you don't shine a light for others. You clearly do with this Lust card coming out, like just by being you, just by showing up and living your life in this physical world, you are shining a light for other people. You are the light, right? So it's like you have to go within and find that light so you can light your own path here, so you can see where you want to go and you can make those plans. That's what you need to know right now. Okay. Your hopes and fears. It's going to be hard work here with the Strength card. Okay. So, you are capable, right? This is another 9 coming out. So think back on your life, okay? All the things that you've made it through. All right, we could be dealing with some strong bonds, right? There could be, with the Judgment card, just like an awakening taking place. We could be really understanding this very strong bond here, Aries. So there could be someone in your life. This could be a family member or someone who you have an otherwise incredibly strong bond with. Okay. It could be someone from the past coming back. It could be just more what I'm feeling is we're just thinking of the past, right? So I don't necessarily think this is like someone coming back, but I feel like, it could just be family, like family stuff, like emotions having to do with your family, having to do with the way that you've been nurtured and the way that you have overcome that. Okay, that's what's like giving you this revelation, this awakening. It's almost like I feel like that's what's lighting your path. Like, with this judgment card, I almost feel it like, so cinematic, like as if like everything around you is just turning to pure light, like the things that you've been through when you really reevaluate them. Look, I mean, there's the sun on this card too. That light, like you have that within you, Aries. I cannot stress it enough, right? So very, very interesting. All right. So now the outcome here are future energy, which I can't tell the future. Only you can tell or you have free will, so you can tell your future maybe, but I can't. Okay. But we have the Five of Wands on forecast for us based on the current energy of today. Okay. So I do feel like there is some conflict that actually needs to happen. Okay. Yeah, the Six of Wands, I do feel like, ooh, the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. Okay, there's some growth to be had through actual conflict, right? With the Five of Wands, let's see if we can pick it up here. I mean, it's a really beautiful energy here, the energy of strife, right? So this can be internal conflict or it can be external conflict. Okay, but what I'm feeling in your situation here is it's more internal conflict. And I feel like, you know, it maybe is a situation where, you're keeping things inside. And if you would express them, you'd actually find that you would be victorious here with the Six of Wands. So I do feel like, this is kind of that energy like maybe you're not giving the people in your life enough credit, or maybe you're not giving yourself enough credit that you would be able to accept, or that they would be able to accept you and embrace you, or that you would be able to do that for yourself, right? With the Wheel of Fortune, you're really closing out a cycle in your life so that you can start something new. Okay, so regardless of whether this is something that needs to be worked out with other people or within you, it's like you really, you know, you have to understand who you are. That's what's unlocking this. That's the key. The key is that you're fully embracing yourself, celebrating yourself, and knowing that you came here to win, right? You don't want this, it's again like I'm seeing this vision, which, truly, Aries, I don't usually see things. You know, my intuition more comes as a knowing. But I've definitely been having more different ways coming through, and so this is very wild for me, but I'm seeing like this light, like that's associated with the sun that's in you, right? It's this light that really truly is in you. And with that judgment card, I was really seeing it like just as if this light is opening up. Like that's the Wheel of Fortune. Like the Wheel of Fortune is turning like the key, right? Like we're closing the cycle, we're entering a new cycle, and it is like we're going into this gorgeous, beautiful light. Okay, so we want to, be fully embracing who we are, and just fully feeling that, I feel like that's the main, like the advice I'm feeling here, even with what you need to know being the lust card. I feel like, Aries, you should just walk around in your life like, like dress for that. I'm even feeling that, like in the morning when you're waking up for your day, like dress. How would you dress if like someone was having a parade for you, right? Like, how would you dress if you were about to be like inducted into the Love and Light Hall of Fame? Not that I consider myself a Love and Light tarot reader, but I keep seeing this really bright white light for you, Aries. So that's, you know, just being a little playful here. Um, but yeah, I do feel like, just carry yourself like that. Carry yourself like there's always a parade just going on in your honor. Okay? Because there is. It might not just be in this dimension. All right, we have relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. 26. So that's another 8, like the lust and strength card. Okay, so let's get into it. Open right to it. Look at that. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Dear sacred rebel, this moment in your life requires great courage. Fortunately, you possess that in bucket loads. You are being asked to allow yourself to be lifted out of one level of known reality and into the next level of higher voltage reality. Higher voltage reality requires a more absolute trust and a heart that is surrendered into the greater heart of the universe so that life can happen to us, through us, and with us more quickly, more radically, more beautifully, and more boldly. You are now being invited into this new reality where things happen quickly and according to bold, loving optimism. This is a reality not only of potential, but of manifestation of the great, big, cosmic yes. To access this reality, you have to leap from known waters, and others may think you are crazy for doing so. You have to leave behind the dark, weighty grip of hesitation, procrastination, second guessing, and the belief that you have to do everything on your own. You may fear for your life. How will you be safe in the wild, electrical pulse of so much aliveness? How will you function without the hazy, sleep inducing paralysis of playing it safe, taking too long and placing lesser priorities above your sacred art of life? How will you hold yourself back if you don't hold on to fear? You do not need to worry about such things. Life is wild, but it is also wise. It is a force of startling, raw awakening at times, but it is also the natural process of evolution where all things mature according to a seasonal cycle in right timing. You are part of, not apart from, that process. The invitation to shift gears and jump on board the express train of life will feel exhilarating and perhaps also challenging. When you are in the hold of darkness, you will feel pushed to turn away, to imagine it is all too much, and to create excuses about how your desires aren't grounded enough, that you are being too flighty or too flaky, that you are not living in the real world. That is fear talking, not truth. If the sacred rebel is not awakened, we will continue to live in a culture drenched in fear and distrust of nature. Those without awakened hearts don't yet understand what nature knows. She knows timing. She knows life and death. She knows the creative process. She just knows and can be trusted to support us, her own creations, in becoming all that we can become. Does this mean that we become passive and just flow along like a limp leaf detached from the tree and blown about randomly by the breeze? No. Being free of the dark hold empowers us to take up our cause. This means being free to act and affirm the intuitive feelings we have by following up on them. This is painting like someone who has lost their mind, completely free from the heart. It means writing even though you have no conscious idea of what you are writing, even as the words are streaming forth upon the page before your rather curious eyes. And it means speaking about your work, never hiding it away. Allow it to breathe the fresh air and be held in the gaze of another. Detach from the darkness that would say it is not enough or it must be the best thing ever, whatever that means, in order to be worthy of a place in the world. Instead, just let it be what it is. It might fly, it might endure, and it might not. All of nature, including you and your passions and dreams, will be what is needed when it is needed and how it is needed, according to wisdom. We just have to trust in this, within ourselves and within nature herself through the flow of life, and participate. You are asked to go within and imagine, diving deep off the edge of what you have known. There is so much more calling to you now. It is your time. Leap. Healing process. Say, I accept the offer of life so that I may truly live. Through unconditional love, I now invite and receive all assistance, intervention, protection, and inspiration so that I may leap into my next cycle of life, held in the loving grace of wisdom. So be it. You may now like to take an actual jump for joy to finish your healing process. All right, beautiful reading, Aries. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Anything you do to help my channel, I greatly appreciate. If you want to donate, you can do so on Cash App or Venmo at amyenergy on both. Book a personal with me, amyenergy.online. Follow me on Instagram at amyenergy. Definitely make sure you follow me on TikTok. I will be going live there, and I am at amyenergy free. But most importantly, Aries, have a wonderful week. I love you. Take care.